All right, we live. Hey, yo, what's going on? It's your boy FRE$H Fresh at the Flyboy Way. That's TheFLYBOYWAY. Don't ask why. Just check out the channel. And I got the whole gang here. I'm missing one person, but he's gonna come soon. But I just wanted to say what's up to everybody in the land. What's up to everybody in the chat room right now? I see you guys. Our Deep Remac, what's going on? Hit that up. Travel Squad, what's going on? Extreme, what's going on? I see you guys here pre-show. That's dope. I just wanted to introduce y'all. I'm going to put her Instagram in the description so you guys can add her. So that when you guys go to Cartagena, you guys can, if you need to get any information, you can ask her. I'm going to put J Mass, what's up, man? Elena, all her details into the description so you guys can get in touch. But real quick, let me how do I go later?
That's how people's.
1 second, fellas. Hey, habla con las personas y tu Instagram, tu nombre, de dónde eres, todas. Yo, tú.
¿Yo?
Sí.
Hey.
Sí, tú hablas con tu nombre, tu Instagram, de dónde eres.
Yo soy de Venezuela.
Sí.
Y vivo en Cartagena.
Hey yo, Mike, is that mic right? Is the mic right? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy FRE$H Fresh at the Flyboy Way. That's TheFLYBOYWAY. Don't ask why, just check out the channel. And we are back. Yes. We are back with a millennial dating from the single man's perspective. And in this episode, we are going to be talking about flying out a woman. Now, for those that don't know what flying out is, it's when you pay for a woman to fly from where she's at to where you're at and back home. It's because maybe you don't want to go to that place, or maybe you just want the vibe she brings you where you're located. Now, let me answer the questions from the start, and then I'm going to give you my opinion. Then I'll go to the chat room, shout out everybody, and then we'll get back into the topic. So the first question is, would you fly out a woman? I have not flown out a woman yet, but I would fly out a woman. The next question, from my opinion, is it simping? It depends on a lot. Are there rules? Yes, we'll discuss more rules after I shout everybody out and we get more into it. All right, so now that you guys know my viewpoints from the start, let's get into see who's in the room. Learn to Travel TV. Oh, shout out to Razor Rage. I was just watching his thing earlier, his live earlier. Razor Rage. Okay. Dasher Woods, working for an airline. I have a girl, a buddy pass to come see me, or I give a girl a buddy pass to come see me. I don't know if that counts much, but the return flight was oversold, so I put it on a Greyhound back. Oh, okay. Brazil, what's going on, Global Paper? Brazil and die. Models and bottles. An investment and die. I hope this is not a curse, but I've been seeing it a lot. What's going on? And what's the problem? Okay, we'll get into it some more. My content will smash the game in the verses. Ooh, I hear you. Yes, I'll fly out with women. Okay, Prophet. Okay, we got another one. Hope you guys hit the like button on the way in. I have Boga to the Cartagena. Okay. 100%. I will fly out a woman. I've done it many times. Boa Sarte. Oh, good night. Yes. Chad, what's up, man? Yeah. Man, I see there's a lot of people that are cool with flying out of women. This surprised me. This really surprised me. And M. Rodman, what's going on? Okay, so check this out. We had a topic before that was about worrying about other men's pockets, right? And you guys know how I feel about that. I don't feel as though it's a manly thing to worry about what another man spends. Now, personally, here's where, when I was younger, all right, when I was younger, when I say younger, I mean I'm 37 now. So when I was about 20 to like maybe like 25, it never was a point where I say I would never fly out a chick. There never was a point where I said I would never fly out a chick. However, between 20 and 25, when I was working, because I've been working since 14, but I was working, I wasn't making as much as I'm making now at my current job. I definitely didn't have any investments, and I definitely didn't own real estate across the United States. So my financial ability was a lot lower than what it is now. And I couldn't understand quite back then, when flights were like, a little bit more expensive, how it could possibly make sense to fly out a woman. But as I got older, or even why it would make sense to fly out a woman when I was like between 20 and 25. But as I got older, I started making more money. I started valuing my time more than the money I was making. Well, then things start to make a little sense. Now, people say, "Oh, if you're the same person you was 10 years ago, then you really haven't grown." That's not really the truth. I'm still the same person I was 10 years ago, but on certain issues, I have a more better understanding of why people do the things they do. So let's say, and this goes for flying a woman from internationally to the United States, and flying women from parts of the United States to other parts of the United States, especially now when a lot of places are very much cheaper. Now, we do have to separate it, and I see a lot more people came in the room. We do, so I'll get to your comments. We do have to separate it, though, because there is a big difference between flying a woman from internationally into the United States, which can come at a higher cost, versus flying a woman from Atlanta to Miami. So let me get some more of your comments. I'm going to try to answer them as I see it, and we're going to talk. If you guys have, ladies, have any ideas, any questions you want to ask about it, or any ideas, as you guys know, you make a comment and I'll respond. So let's go. Where did we stop at? We stopped at Raha, right? Call me Tiffik. What's going on? What's going on? If you guys haven't seen this amazing woman who is from Cali by way of Atlanta, you definitely check out on some of my South Beach lifestyle episodes. Call me Tiffik, aka, let me see. Oh, Sir Molly Moore says, "Hell yeah, I fly the woman. It's called being a man." Now, I don't want to start giving it a name of like saying, "Oh, you're a man if you fly the woman," because I understand the other side, where it's like there are rules. You know what I mean? Like we'll get into more about the rules after we come to the end of the comments. We'll get into more of the rules of it, because I won't say rules, but there are certain guidelines that I go by if I'm going to fly out a woman. Now, I haven't flown out a woman yet, but there are certain guidelines that I would go by if I'm going to fly out a woman, and we'll get into that also. Kings and Dreams, what's going on? What's going on? Tap tap. Shout out to Kings and Dreams. Hopefully, y'all checked out his most recent interview. I forgot what the DJ name was he was interviewing. It was a real good interview, though. It was definitely a good interview, hearing his story and how he was DJing for like 400 people the first time he DJed. It was kind of dope. So check out Kings and Dreams channel. LT, what's good, Fly? Mr. Four Quarters in the building. I appreciate it, LT. Chad, okay. I flew out this chick once. Wasn't a simp, pro, or IG inbox situation. It was a chick I met here, and we were talking and semi-dating. Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, and we're going to get into the rule thing. I mean, the guideline thing. I don't want to say rule, because rule means like it either is or not. Guidelines mean you can abide by them or not. Depends up to you. So he says, I flew a chick out once. It wasn't a simp thing, a pro or IG inbox situation. It was a chick I met here. And for those that don't know, Chad the Great, he had a dope party. Like I said, I haven't been inside the party yet, but the last time I was in Miami on a Friday, it was like 1 o'clock and the line was packed outside of Exchange on Washington Street in Miami. So make sure y'all check that out on a Friday. And we semi-dating. Okay, so here's the thing. if I'm going to fly out a chick, a woman, right? What I'm not gonna say it makes you a simp or makes it simp-ish or something like that, but what for me, I can't imagine flying out a woman to, because if I fly out, I'm not flying to New Jersey. I'm flying to Miami, to the Miami condo so we can spend the time. If I fly a woman to Miami, I can't imagine it being a woman that I haven't slept with already. I haven't been intimate already. I can't. The only way I can imagine if it's a woman that I haven't slept with already is if she's a very, very attractive woman, and I'm going to use, I don't want to say use her. I'm going to utilize her services to do things like activities and film it and put on my YouTube channel, which I know is going to pay me back in return. You see, because right now you can get a flight from almost anywhere to Miami for between $300 round trip and even $100 round trip, depending on what you're going for. So let's say I had a woman in Vegas, right? I have a woman in Vegas that I met in Miami, right? Very sexy. I don't know. I can't show you guys the episode she's on, right? I can't show you guys the episode she's on because it got 18 and older because she was dancing on the pole in the beach. It was weird that they 18 because it was a Muscle Beach, it was outside, whatever. But I told her, yo, listen, if I fly you to Miami, now mind you, this is the only situation that I would possibly fly a woman out if I haven't hit yet. Other than that, there's no chance in hell that I wouldn't fly a woman out that I haven't hit. Other than situations like this, she is a dancer and she's very attractive in Las Vegas, right? So when I met her in person in Miami, she was like mad cool. Let me record her and did the dancing stuff for the camera and all stuff. Cool. So I checked to see how much flying out was. Flying out a woman is $150 round trip from Vegas to Miami, right? So if I try to incorporate that with how I can incorporate with my business, because my business, I have a YouTube channel, as you guys know, is a business. I figured if I fly her out for $150, right? She stays with me. Now there may be a chance that I might hit, but even if I don't hit for the 2 days or 3 days she stays with me, I can make enough content that I can make that $150 back within not a month, within about 5 months on my YouTube channel. And then anything past that will be a profit. So I can look at it as a business expense and I can write it off on my taxes. I can write flying a woman out from Los Angeles to Miami Beach off. I can write it off as a business expense. So for me, I can make sense of that. Outside of that, if I don't hit, there's no chance. There's no chance. So even if she's not a pro, if she's a pro, then I'm going to hit. And on top of that, I'm going to get content. So I can see maybe flying her out if I've already hit, because I know I'm going to hit. IG situation, it really depends. I have to, first of all, another thing is, I know I'm missing a lot of comments when we get to it. It's just, another thing is I could never imagine, I never say never, but it's rare that I could imagine flying a woman out I've never met or just met her on IG. I just can't see that happening. Sunny Loke, what's going on? Every beach has its own sand, but if you've been rocking with me, I'm rocking with you. Yes, that's a good point, man. Like, yes, you can go to, let's fix this situation for a little bit. I'm never going to, it's going to be a rare. No, I'm not. If I'm wrong with this will be one of the nevers that I'm wrong on. I'm never going to fly a woman out to Colombia. It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. I'm not going to fly a woman out to Colombia because the sand there already. The beach is there. And yeah, so, but I can understand what you're saying, Sunni. Simping is when the man go overboard to accomplish a woman's needs and attention. Yes, but overboard, that's a good definition. There's more to it, but overboard really depends on what is overboard for the man. It's not a particular overboard. Like, overboard for me might be $1,000. Overboard for another man might be $100. So it's not universally a set amount, but yes. I'll protect my peace at all costs. So if I can fly a woman out discreetly and not have to waste my time going on vacation. Here's the thing though. It's not really, to me, a waste of time going to vacation. However, things like, let me give you a perfect example. Learn to travel. And anybody that's new to the channel, hope you hit the like button. But if you're new to the channel, this is it takes a while for me to get to all the comments because I go into detail with every comment that somebody says, unless it's like a 2-word thing. Here's the thing. Here's an example where it may be applicable. Let's say you're not, you don't have the jab, vaccine, whatever you want to call it. Let's say you don't have the jab, right? And you can't get to Colombia right now. But you have an amazing woman that you met in Colombia that you want to hang out with, right? Now, it's going to be very difficult getting her to the United States. That, honestly, from the people, because I know, if you guys haven't seen the video when I was in Miami with, shout out to Diva, with Diva in a TikTok versus YouTuber boxing match, the Colombian woman from Bogota, bad as hell. It's a lot of money, and I didn't fly her out, but it's a lot of money trying to get someone into the United States from Colombia. It's a lot of money. So I don't know if that place will be in particular, but let's say you live in Mexico and they can come to Mexico on a tourist visa, because the thing that costs the money is the visa. It's not the flight, and it's not the cost of travel. It's the visa of trying to get a visa for the United States. But let's say I'm in Mexico and my condo that I own in Mexico, and I want to fly a woman out from Colombia to Mexico. It's just a tourist, it's just a flight because she can get on a tourist visa. That's when it may make sense. If I don't have the jab and I can't get into Colombia, I can fly right to Mexico. If it's coming to the United States, it really depends what your money's like, man. Really depends. Jay Clyde, salute, yo. Make sure you guys check out his channel. Jay Clyde got so much awesome information in Colombia, in Brazil. I think Panama too. He had a bunch. Just check out his channel, man. Definitely very good and informative. OG Bobby Johnson. What's going on, man? I'm in the house. I'm in the two. Shit. Oh, shucks. What up, Fly? I'm in the house. If that's your thing, I don't see a problem. It's okay. It's all good in the hood. Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. Like I said, I'm not the one that's going to knock people, because shout out to the homie from Cartagena. I played her video when she was on my channel earlier. So you guys can see that. I started off with that because I'll use the pictures and the thumbnails, and I wanted you guys to know that I'm not just a person who seen her and used the pictures. That I've communicated with her. She was communicating today. She's thinking about going to Miami. She's thinking about going to a couple other places. So we're gonna figure something out. But Dasher Wood says we gotta check some dudes splurging. The local market says 40. They're giving her 200. Now she thinks that's her worth. And locals hate us for doing messed up things. It's not our responsibility to control. It's not even our right to control what another man or woman wants to spend. And I think that's a big overstep for a lot of brothers. They're like, oh my God, he's going there and he's throwing money in the air. Oh, he's going there, he's spending $200. I mean, everybody has their own way of thinking, but me as a man, I feel as though I'm not responsible, and I have no control over what another man does. All I have control over is what I do. Now, this same woman that he just gave $200 asked me for $200, and I say 40, and she says no, 200. Well, then I walk away, because at that point, I'm not going to get mad because she's expecting $200. I'm going to walk away and find somebody who's going to take this $40, like this 40 ball. You know what I mean? So I think that is where it becomes an issue when, like, it's like, you know, this is not, I should have nothing to say about another man and what he spends. This is my opinion, just my opinion, but that's what it is. Only fly out women that you have a certain understanding with, that way is no miscommunication. Yes, I believe that's a good point. At the same token, understanding could be understanding until she gets over there. So I would definitely say only fly out a woman if my guidelines would be only fly out a woman if you've already been intimate with her or have met her in person and you plan to utilize the time with her as a business transaction, kind of like I do when I can write off on my YouTube and I can get paid for it for the videos, because people watch the videos because she's attractive and she's cool with making videos. Those other than that, man, you really got to weigh it out, man. Raphael says, I've flown a chick out. What happened to not worrying about what another man does in his money? That exactly what we just talking about, man. Yes, exactly. Guidelines are more subjective. That's why I didn't want to say rules. Rio the Aviator, what's going on, man? Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. I've been putting out content every single day of this year, and the way I do it is this: on Mondays we got Money Talk Mondays. On Tuesday I'll drop a short. On Wednesday we have Millennial Dating from the single man's perspective. On Thursdays I'll drop a short. And now I'm just trying to get around to figuring out something to do Fridays. Right now, though, for Fridays, we're doing a pregame to Mexico. Because if you don't know, because it's been a while, I'm going to Mexico next month to Tulum and Playa del Carmen. I'm going to Tulum on the 23rd, 24th, and 25th. On the 25th, I'm leaving Tulum, going to Playa 25th, 26th, 27th. On the 27th, I'm going back to Miami, 27th, 28th, 29th, and then I come back to Jersey. So it's going to be a nice little week and a half of moving around. But that's how we're doing this channel. We're trying to do this channel as long as we can. Hope you guys hit the like button. Here in Canada, busy with work. I'm off tomorrow. So appreciate it, man. Listen, Canada was one of the places I actually was trying to fly a woman out from. She wasn't even from Toronto. She's from one of the other parts of Canada, but I met her in Toronto. If you guys see my Black Man's Guide to Caribbean in Toronto, she's in that one, and she's also in episode 1 from the vlogs of me in Toronto. And I was trying to fly her out, and you know, the whole thing is like when you tell a woman that you can fly out to Miami and you got a place on the water, it becomes a lot easier for women who want to fly out. But something was up with Canada, which is like if you fly out, you get stuck, you can't come back or something like that at one point. So it didn't happen. If you got the money, do what you do. Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. Yeah, definitely, LT. I only deal with pros. Okay, I mean that's a way of life. Like me personally, I like the balance, but I can understand that. I'm not flying out an IG chick either. It's hard to say an IG chick because there's a lot of women who you may have messed with in person or met in person who are still IG chicks. Now, if it's an IG chick that I've never met, I agree with you, Learn. If I've never met her in person, I'm not flying her out. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And like I said, I haven't flown anything out yet, but with all these restrictions coming up again for the new variant, yo, listen, it might happen. It might happen soon too. Got to be careful with who you fly out. Some girls want to be flown out and don't want to put out. Good point. They know what time it is, playing the kid games. Tab, especially if she wants the hotel club. Here's a trick to that, though. Here's a trick to that, chat, and it might not work. It might not work all the time because some women will catch on and they're like, "Nah, I'm not doing that." Buy her a one-way flight there, and wait till she gets there. And if she acts crazy, say, "Hey, you gotta pay for your flight back home." I'm joking. Gentlemen, let's not do that. Let's not do that. I'm joking. I would pay for the round trip flight, but I mean that is a way that you could get around that. Kings of Dream says, I believe it's about $5,000 to get a woman from Colombia to the US. She hit you up when she was in why? She's still in she was in Newark. She was in Newark. I was at work. She was in Newark. So yeah. $5,000 is nuts, bro. $5,000 is nuts for me. Like I'm doing well. But $5,000 is a lot for me. Even a G is a lot for what it is. You know what I mean? Because I always look at things from a business perspective. So if I'm going to get a woman to fly over here, even if we're intimate with each other, it has to be some kind of connection where I'm going to be able to utilize the footage with her for YouTube. Because other than that, I can't imagine spending even $500. LOL. Wait, $40 for a woman, $200 is cheap. Wow, but 40. Well, call me Tiffany. We're talking about internationally. Internationally is a different economic system. Whereas the women over here in the United States that men like would spend like $400 to $500 for, over in other countries, they will only spend $40 for their time. And it would still be the quality women that you would get over here for $400 or $500. It's just the way the world works. Okay. Let's see. Ellie was living in that nice hotel in Times Square. That's $200 a night, fellas. It's $200 a night, fellas. $200. I mean, got Gringo spinning that bag. Joe, I'm telling you, bro. Listen, I've known her for like 3 years, man. Like known her for 3 years since the first time I went to Barranquilla. She's always been on her hustle. That's why I respected her the most because she wasn't one of those, oh no, 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 or or she was always on her grind. So I respect her the most, man. Like, and people don't understand. Like, some people have some people have a, and I understand it. Some people have a downgraded look when they look at women who do pro things. They have a downgraded look. I respect every person there is. As long as you respect me and you respect yourself, I respect you. And you carry yourself with dignity. I don't care what you do as a profession. If you carry yourself with respect, I'm gonna give you that respect. And she does. So I respect her. Fellas, better be careful with some of these foreigners flying out because I had chicks call me on those long Florida layovers. Wait, careful with some of these foreign flyouts because I've had chicks call me on those long Florida layovers. I'm trying to understand it, Clyde. Unless you're saying you had somebody else chick call you, then that would be wild. Let's see. Passport Club. You can take a big L flying them out. I'm a TA and I've booked tickets for some guys flying these girls out. They cancel the flights and the credit goes to the girl's name. Yes, that is also a way. That is also a thing. Also, however, I do believe you can book a flight for a woman, and this is a lot of airlines. You can book on Google Flights. You can book a flight for a woman. If she cancels the flight, it goes back to the original card used for purchasing the flight. Therefore, you never really lose the money. So I don't know how they did it. If they paid cash or I don't know. Maybe they put it in the girl's name with her number and stuff. But once they cancel the flight, they can only return it to the card that you paid for. That I know of. He paid a dime for the flight and she was leaving the airport. Yeah. Okay. Now that makes sense. I figured that was you talking about, J. Clyde. Listen, it happens. I mean, like, you understand. Here's the thing. The type of guy that will fly a woman out from a foreign country to the United States because of the hard visa process, the type of guy that does that and will spend that $5K, he's not the type of guy that's going to spend that whole time with that woman. It's going to be times when that woman's alone, when she gets to go out and explore the city herself or fly to other cities and spend time because it's less money. Because honestly, the type of guy that will fly a woman out and do that is probably married and just has a lot of money and needs and likes his fun. You know what I mean? Or a guy who he might be a business guy who's always on the move. And he's like, well, this 5K ain't gonna cost me nothing. And I'm gonna get my 5K out of it because I would spend 5K just trying to, wealthy guy. When you get wealthy, right? I feel as though I'm wealthy. When you get wealthy, sometimes you're not really paying for the woman's time. You're paying for her to leave without hassle, without her getting emotional about it. You're paying for her to leave. So I can understand how some people would do it, but dog, I'm telling you that visa process and the thing I think somebody has to sign up for it, or they have to show that they have $2,000 in their account when they come over to the United States and the flight back. It's a lot of stuff, man. It's a lot of stuff. Was getting 70. Ah, man. Let's see. I got Brian. What's up, man? I got a passport, but not the jab. Do you know where I can travel? Yes, you can travel to El Salvador. You can travel to Costa Rica. You can travel to Dominican Republic. You can travel to Mexico. And you can travel to some of the islands like St. Lucia and stuff like that. But it's getting slim right now. It may open back up later, but who knows? Hope you guys hit the like button, man. Yo, Fly, you should do Fresh Fridays, Mr. Four Quarters. I'm working on Fridays. I'm just trying to see the concept of it. Like you said, Money Talk Monday. That makes sense. Women, we talk about women on Wednesdays. The hump day is millennial dating from the single man's perspective. That makes sense. We're gonna figure something out for Friday. We're gonna figure something out for Friday because, like I said, the whole year and I got ample shorts. So I'm able to put a bunch of shorts out in between. What I'm trying to do is have some kind of content come on my channel. And it's a challenge for me because I work a lot. I have I own real estate. I have stocks. I have kids. So I do a lot, but I'm trying to this year put content out every day, or at least 365 content things on. Let's see. Yeah, you have to take the jab and take the PCR test to get back into Canada. Wow, man. It's strict. Wow. I seen a lady crying at the airport, at Newark Airport, because she couldn't get back into Canada because she didn't have certain type of paper. She had a jab, but she didn't have a certain paper she needed. It was weird, man. Raphael says, numbers are going down, though. I think we'll be better spot when the winter ends. I thought that same thing last year, man. I thought the same thing the year before. But we'll see, man. Only time to tell. I don't want to make any plans based on it, but I'm going to Mexico next month. Know that. COVID numbers are going down. Yeah, hopefully, yeah. Again. Snuggles, what's going on? For all those, I know we 30 minutes in. For all those that just coming in, once again, we're talking about flying out women in about 5 to 10, about 10 minutes. I'll add to the room. I'll let you guys come in the room. But because of the situation that happened before, my request is that you have to have a video of you in the video talking, and I'll see it on the screen. And if you have a video, I'll invite you to the grand screen of you talking, and yeah, and you probably have to be somebody I've seen before. Pull a future, have her pay for her own flight, tell her you're going to reimburse her. Yo, honestly, all right, so I got an episode. Shout out to Momo. I got an episode called The FLYOUTS, where when I was in Atlanta for All-Star Weekend, I met this amazing woman named Mo, and I was kicking it with her in All-Star Weekend. She was real cool, and I was like, all right, well, check this out. If you fly out to Miami to come hang out with me for the weekend, I will make sure you don't have to pay for nothing else. We go eat, I got you. We go anywhere else, we go to clubs, I got you. Just pay for your flight. That's another way you can do it also. I'll cover everything that you have when you come here. Just bring yourself and pay for your flight. And that's another way you can fly them out and get them to do it too. Wait, she only charging $200. Who? I don't know who. 200, I don't know. She was a 304 for real. And let me see. Okay. Roll a goddamn tape. What it do, man? Hey, yo. Shout out to Roll a goddamn tape. Make sure y'all subscribe to his channel, man. He running his business now. You know he a businessman. He a business owner now. Got his own car shop. If you in the Atlanta area, you definitely hit him up, man. He can paint, he fixes and all that stuff. But yo, his channel's back up this year, so we gonna do it big, man. Island boy DJ Chisel. Oh my God, whole squad in the building. Yeah. Just checking in for a bit at this NFT party that's happening all week. Okay. Shout out to my man, my brother, Hustle Man. He's down in Miami right now. He flew down there earlier today. I'm gonna link up with him Friday and hopefully link up with DJ Chisel, and we'll find some more information about the NFT party that's happening this week. I haven't been to an NFT party, but we'll see what that's like. I seen the one Chisel had with Bun B, and it looked pretty good, man. So we're gonna check that out. Let's see. J Boy Rock. He said, yo, Fly, I love your content. Teaches me a lot about traveling. Listen, man, each one teach one, man. I tell everybody, listen, the more of us that go out and let people know what we've learned, the more data we give to everybody, the better it is for all of us, man. Can't fly a chica out to the Matrix. What happens is that if she decides not to go back or go home and lives with her aunt in Queens, you're responsible to deal with the State Department. Yes, that is an issue as well. And here's the thing about that, though. First of all, they got to get caught. They do have to get caught. But if you sign for her to come over here, it can get risky. But I don't know the circumstances of it. I haven't done it, but I've heard that it could be an issue if you sign, because she needs to have somebody that or a person, when you fly from another country, you have to have somebody who says you're going to stay with them, unless they're on a tourist visa. I don't know how that works. I don't want to speak into it because I don't really know how it works exactly. Yeah. How much do I really need to travel to Colombia? Estimate. It depends what kind of. First of all, it depends what part of Colombia you go to. If you go to Bogota, Medellin, or Barranquilla or Cali, you're gonna need far less money than you do if you go to Cartagena. Go to Cartagena, you're gonna need more money. Also, it depends on what activities you want to do. If you want to have an experience like I did in my Black Man's Guide to Cartagena, you're gonna need about $2,000 to $3,000. If you're gonna want to have an experience like I did in Medellin, where I did a bunch of activities, you're gonna need about $3,000 to $3,500. But if you just want to go, have maybe a pro every other night, and just do an activity every other day, you could probably get away with like $1,500 in Medellin, $2,000 in Cartagena. Yeah, we'll see. Definitely see that, man. 400 round trip ticket, hotel, etc. 220. I don't know, man. That's kind of expensive, man. Because first of all, I don't do hotels, so I don't know. I do Airbnbs, and if you haven't checked already, you should probably check out my Medellin, Colombia review, or Cartagena versus Medellin. My Cartagena versus Medellin, where me and DJ Chisel were actually giving you the details on how much you can stay for a month in Medellin. Or we went into a lot more details than that, so you can check it out. Old girl from Colombia, I thought you said she was $200 a night. No, I said the hotel that she's staying in the central that she stayed in the center of New York is $200 a night. That's the base room. The base room for that hotel is $200 a night. Then they got rooms that will go up to like $500 or $600 a night. So it really depends. Tony Cooper, what up, TC? Yeah, definitely. OG Bobby Johnson, or you can split her airfare. That way she feels more committed with coming. The thing about that though, OG Bobby, is that when you start talking like that with a woman who's from a country that may not have made as much money as we make in the United States, the odds of them agreeing with that is going to be very, very slim to none. Like if I got some women in Colombia, right? If I say, I want you to come over here and we can split that, they're like, I can't really split that. Even though for me, it's like $150 round trip, $200 round trip. It's not going to be nothing. But for them, when they make what, $400 a month, $200 for a flight is a lot of money. Let's see. Is your stock portfolio getting bodied like everybody else? Gotta keep telling yourself hold, but not too long. I sold my stock in November of last year, or November or early December last year. So it was still going up when I sold it. And then it came crashing down. I just brought back into my stocks last week, and I brought some this week. So yeah, I brought into my stock. I'm not all the way back in. I'm still like only like 20%, no, 10% into stocks. Hope you guys hit the like button, man. Manu says, nah, I'm trying to get some baddies like you did, man. First, you can get baddies if they're pros. You can get baddies. If you don't speak Spanish, you can still get baddies as pros. So if you just want to get baddies and hang in Medellin, you can get away with that for $1,500. Checking effect, what's going on? Are we going to get a Black Man's Guide to Rio? I have a Black Man's Guide to Rio Carnival already. I'm not going to Salvador Bahia anymore because they canceled all of the carnivals. Like, I was holding on to the dearest. I was like, I'm going to Salvador Bahia. They canceled the carnival. I held on. I said, I'm going to Rio. I changed my stuff. I booked to Rio. Rio says they canceled it. I'm like, oh, shucks. I might as well just go somewhere else that I know is not going to be canceled. So it'll mean next month, instead of going to Carnival, I'm going to Mexico, Playa del Carmen, and Tulum. I've been to both, but I haven't really got a good experience on it. I'm not going to do a Black Man's Guide, but they're going to be vlogs. Also, I believe it is official that they canceled Carnival Barranquilla now. So it's wild, man. No, they didn't cancel Carnival. My fault. they postponed Carnival Barranquilla until the end of March. So it's rough out there. Do you think it's a good? Yes, I think it's a good idea to travel whenever you can, however you can. Just travel. It's a great idea. Of course, you want to make sure you do your precautions, like watch the Black Man's Guide to Medellin or Cartagena or Barranquilla, depending on where you're going in Colombia, and do your research on other YouTube channels like Check in Effect, who has a lot of information on his channel right here on about Colombia, or Barber World TV, or This is Ace Live, or Passport Stamp, or Passport Action. Or even Passport Heavy. There's a lot of information out there for you to find so that you will be safe. Young SC, what's up, man? I'm wondering what Colombia city is better is relative, to visit for a first timer, Cartagena or Medellin. I would personally say it depends what experience you want to have. If you want to have an experience where you experience the culture, maybe you don't really have to speak Spanish as much. But if you want to experience the culture, you want to go to a lot of activities, I would say go to Medellin. If you want to see the baddest women in Colombia, the ones that are like mostly mixed, you have the lighter skinned ones, you have the darker skinned ones, you have the curly hair ones, but a lot of them would be pros. Then I say go to Cartagena. Cartagena has some activities also, but in comparison to Medellin, there's nowhere near as many activities. Lincoln Track, what's going on? If you married her, how hard is it to bring her back? It's not that hard. It takes like 90 days. The issue with that is that if you married her in Colombia, you have to do a whole transfer of stuff on in the United States, and that can take a little bit more time. If you married in the United States, it's simple. I took a big hit, but I'm still buying. Holding firm. Okay. Jay Brad, what's going on? But quality companies like, I do have it. The only index fund investing I do is with my Vanguard, and that's with my retirement 401k. That's the only investing I do in the index. Everything else I do personal things. Microsoft just took a big hit, even though they had good earnings. So I don't know about that one. Apple, I'm in Apple too. I'm definitely in Apple. Chris Michaels, what's going on, man? What's good? Is it cheaper to fly to them? Wait, it's cheaper to fly. Oh, my fault. Let me slow down. What's good, Fresh? It's cheaper for me to fly to them. Yes, but at the end of the day, it ain't tricking if you got it. You're definitely right, Chris. I mean, it is cheaper for you to fly to them. Tricking if you ain't got it, it's all relative. But at the same token, here's the thing. As I said earlier, which a lot of people hear, when I was younger, I valued my money more than my time. As I got older and I acquired more money, I value my time more than my money. I'm not able to do a lot of stuff that I can do in the States when I go overseas. When I go on trips and stuff, there's a lot of stuff in the States I got to take care of where I'm not able to do that, and it just has to be on hold until I return back. So I can understand now that I'm older that it makes more sense sometimes to just pay the money for them to fly to you, where I can still be in the States and do everything I want to do, but still have that Colombian or Venezuelan or Costa Rican or Mexican experience while I'm in the States because I got the woman coming to me. But yeah, so yeah. Barber World TV in the goddamn building, boy. Yo, Barber World TV been putting out some content, man. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, he's been putting out hella great content. He had the interview with the guy who had bought property in Cartagena. He had the interview with the TikTok social network influencer from Cartagena. He got a lot of videos. Y'all gotta check him out, man. Go check him out, man. Definitely subscribe to his channel. DeVito says, I just returned from okay. Let them know how it was, man. Because see, the more of us that talk about our experience, the more of us that get comfortable, that get more okay with going by ourselves. Because if we just wait for our friends, I'm gonna tell you the truth. If we just wait for our friends to all come together and say, yeah, we're gonna all go and actually all have their money to go, then you're gonna be waiting forever. Riley Joe said, ain't flying nobody out. I'm gonna find a joint wherever I'm at. I hear you, man. And that's it. But at the end of the day, nothing wrong with flying them out. It's your money. Good point, man. You see how he brought that together? He gave his point, and he still said, hey, but what you do is what you do. And I think we need more men, more people that are like that, where they're saying, listen, this is what I do. I tell you guys, I'll fly women out. I'll take it, then we'll do this. But if you don't want to do that, it's cool. That's what we need more of, man. Yeah. What's your opinion on Belize? I haven't been to Belize yet. Shout out to Philly Don. I'll be watching some of his content when he was in Belize. I gotta experience it. For me, all of the small islands around the United States is something I would do when I'm older. I don't feel as though right now at 37, it's active enough for me to want to go. Like, if you guys haven't seen my most recent video, the Black Man's Guide to Cartagena, bro, when I go places, I mean, Black Man's Guide to Medellin, when I go places, I do a lot. I'm not just going to hang out with the women. I go to the clubs. I go to events. Guadalupe is like 2 hours away from Medellin. When I was in Cartagena, I went to Palenque, and Palenque is like 4 hours away from Cartagena. So I do a lot. And if I get to a situation where it's a place where it's more like an island and I can't do that much, it kind of makes me push it away to when I'm older and I'm not able to move around as much. Caesar, what's going on? Can you travel to Colombia without being vaccinated? No, not right now. Not right now. Right now, you have to be vaccinated to go to Colombia. You have to be vaccinated to go to Brazil. You have to be vaccinated to go to Canada, and you have to be vaccinated to go to I don't know if you have to be vaccinated to go to Europe, but some parts of Africa you have to be vaccinated. And Thailand, it's wish-washy. Thailand is wish-washy right now. Philippines is wish-washy also. With inflation being high, real estate seeing crazy price stocks, market will go down. Do you think we'll see a recession soon? I think a recession is when all right. 92 people in the room. Hope you hit the like button. I'll explain this quick. I know it's not a Money Talk Mondays, but we over 30 minutes. Real quick. A recession is when there's a 20% pullback in any field. It's already been a 20% pullback in stocks. So it depends what kind of recession. Are we going to see the housing go down 20%? I doubt it. Are we going to see massive inflation and people lose their jobs more than they are? Not. I doubt it. So it really depends what part of the recession you're talking about. Oh, Microsoft went back up? Okay. What's the safest way to spend a night with a baddie? What's the cost of the entire night? Oh, man. I can't really tell you about Bogota. You got to go to Barber World TV. He has information on Bogota for that. Medellin, here's two things I'll say. Is it safe to spend a night? What's the safest way to spend a night with a baddie? The safest way to actually be intimate with a baddie is to go to the gentlemen's clubs. That's the safest way. The safest way to have her to spend the night with you is, one, to make sure she has an identification, a cedula is what they call it. Two, to make sure she has an Instagram and you are able to screenshot her Instagram pictures and stuff like that. And three, make sure you have a guard who you've tipped who are gonna watch your back. Those are the only three things I think. Well, the main three things at least. I agree with biting and holding Microsoft. I see nothing but growth in that stock. If you're looking for good strategies, Humphrey, you see, that's good. Like I said, I don't want to tell you too much about what I don't know, but if you got suggestions of places to go, that's good also. I don't see Microsoft with any kind of metaverse stuff, so it's kind of hard for me to see the transition of that. Let's see. Stocks go up and down, but the average quality of companies move up. Yes, that's good. Buying stocks when it down, discount. Yeah, definitely buy the dip. Is it okay to travel to Colombia alone? Carlos, it's a couple other people that asked a similar question. Like I said, every safety depends on what you do. If you prepare, if you prepare for where you're going to go, you do the research like you're doing now. You go to the Black Man's Guides to wherever part you go to. You go to Barber World TV. You go to Check in Effect. You go to This Is Ace Live. You go to Passport Stamp. I can give you a bunch of lists of other people. Richie Rich, Roller Tape, a bunch of people you can go to do the research. If you do enough research, it becomes safer. Let me see. Chestnut, what's up, man? What it do? Chris, what's up? What's up? In the building. Flyer out. Fluid check out from why? All right. Whoa. We gotta read this one. Fly her out. Flew a chick out from Curitiba to Rio de Janeiro and had a great time. She was really appreciated. Flight was like $80. That's awesome. See, that's another thing people don't understand. The flights in these countries are cheaper, less expensive than the flights in the United States. So imagine you go to Barranquilla, which is an inexpensive place in Colombia to hang out and chill, right? And then you get a girl from Medellin or pro from Medellin to come fly to you. It's a $35 to $60 round trip, right? But she'll come hang out with you for the whole weekend. Just the same way he's doing here, where he's in the country but still flying women out, bro. Sometimes it's not a thing. You get a good experience. Earn money, what it do, man? What it do? Earn money. You still in the suit? It's a suit. I'm kidding. You still in the DR, man? You need a jab for Europe, but the UK just stopped all the restrictions. I know UK just stopped all the restrictions, but I don't know if they stopped the jab restriction though, man. I don't know if they stopped the jab restriction. There's no argument. Microsoft not being for Microsoft. Okay, I hear you, Riley. I mean, like I said, I don't know too much about Microsoft. I'm in Portugal. Yes. Yo, let's go. I remember you said you was going to Portugal. He says you have to be vaccinated to enter and have a negative PCR test. Well, it's good to see that PCR test you took in Colombia actually worked, even though you came back to the United States and then went to Portugal. That's dope that worked that way. I figured it would because it's the same thing as just saying you had to take a connecting flight in the United States. So it's dope to see that, man. I can't wait to see some more of your content out of in Portugal, man. Because like I said, a lot of people ask me about when I'm gonna go to Portugal, when I'm gonna go to Spain, and I'm like, Barbaro TV been to Spain already, and he in Portugal now. So yeah, that's gonna be dope. Chad said the only European country you can go to without the vaccine is Greece. I didn't even know you can go to Greece without the vaccine, Chad. Look at it. Great information. I didn't even know that's a possibility. See, now I'm thinking, Chad. I didn't even know you could do that. You can go to Turkey and Dubai, but that's technically Asia. Yes, Dubai. Oh, man. I was looking at Dubai, but, man, Dubai flights are still expensive, bro. Like, I went to Dubai already. I got a Black Man's Guide to Dubai. I hope you'll check that out. Yo, Dubai flights are still expensive, bro. You talking about $1,200 from New York. Now, I'm not even talking about New Jersey. I'm talking about $1,200 from New York. It's weird, man. I mean, I know it's the winter time, so it's more expensive during the winter over here, but whatever. It's still weird. Chris says, if I have a good time with a chick in her country, I wouldn't mind flying her back to Florida for the weekend. See, here's the thing, and this is why I got the place in Miami. I got the place in Miami because Miami is in Florida is a central location close to South America and Central America where you can get an inexpensive flight to fly a woman out or fly back and forth to visit it. The issue is the visa, man. The visa is the problem. To get a woman a visa, even a tourist visa in the United States is very difficult. I want to kind of see if I can get in touch with Diva. If you guys haven't seen, check the video to get Diva to help explain how difficult it is to get a visa for a woman from another country. But man, that's the part that's holding everybody back, man. D Sharp, what's up, man? D Sharp Wilson. I went to Cartagena for 2 weeks back in June on your recommendation, and it was the best time. Dope. I'm flying a lady over. We just have to wait for her appointment to get a passport. D Sharp, make sure you really do research on that. 90 people in the room, hope you hit the like button. Make sure you really do research on that, D Sharp, because it's not the passport that's the issue. I have a bunch of women in Colombia that I talk to, just communicate with friends, and they have passports. The issue is getting a United States visa, and that becomes the issue. So make sure you do your research. But once that's taken care of, bro, man, listen. And be careful, because Cartagena women, no offense, Cartagena women, but Cartagena women sometimes be hitting you with that scam, man. Make sure you really do it right, man. Make sure you really do it right. Taquan, what's up, man? Peace, bro. I'm from Nook as well. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Brick City in the building. Jersey strong. That's how we do it, man. Let's see. Riley says, I don't get requiring a vaccination and a negative test. What if you're a vax and your test is positive? At the end of the day, the vaccine still catch. Yes. Well, okay. Here's the thing, Riley, and we're gonna just touch on this slightly because I want this to get monetized. Right now it's becoming a thing where the tug is going back and forth with people saying, "Well, hey, so many people that got the jab are catching the vid. Why are we still requiring all the same stuff?" And that's happening in the United States right now. You see, the United States, and I know a lot of people some people might not agree with this, but what happens in the United States influences what happens around the world. Why? Because the United States has the strongest military. We have the highest economy right now. So because we have those two factors, everything in the United States does, everybody else does it 2 times. Once the United States pulls back on restrictions because they start seeing things like people with the jab are still catching them as much as, if not more than people without the jab, then the rest of the countries are going to ease up. Nobody wants to be the first to ease up when the United States hasn't eased up yet. What's going on in Cuba right now? Can American go there under administration? Okay, Curry, let me explain this. I have some people I met when I was in Miami. They're Haitian Americans, but I believe they have United States citizen passports. They are in Cuba right now, deep. It's like 10 of them. So yes, Americans can get to Cuba. Here's the thing. Because you need a negative test to get back into the United States, you really have to do the research to find out where you can get that United States, where you can get that test. Oh my God. Where you can get that test in Cuba, because the issue is if you don't have that test, you get stuck in Cuba. There's no way for you to get money into Cuba. So that would be the one thing I would worry about. However, here is another way you can do it. And this is it's not a sneak way. It's not a sneak way. It's just a way that I researched that you can do it. If you fly to Mexico and then fly from Mexico to Cuba, you might need to be vaccinated actually, but you might need to be vaccinated to get into Cuba. And you definitely need a negative test to get into Cuba. That's a fact. But you can go from Mexico to Cuba, and then when you leave Cuba, you can come back to Mexico, and you don't need a negative test or a jab to get into Mexico, and then you can go take your test in Mexico and come back to the States. So that's the easy. It's going to be a little bit more expensive in price, but if you really want to get to Cuba, what you would do is fly from the United States to Mexico, from Mexico to Cuba, from Cuba back to Mexico. Don't have to worry about no test, and then take a test in Mexico to come back to the States. So I think a negative test is the max they should require. We'll see, man. Like I said, if I can't control it, I don't worry about it. When it changes, then we make moves. I appreciate it, Jalen. Salute, my G. Let's see. Inflation is hitting all over the globe, but the USD is going a long way in other countries. Best time to travel. It is, and that's what I try to tell people. Like, here's the thing: in the United States, our dollars they don't go far in the United States. Everything is going up in price. I just paid $5 for some rice, $5.50 for some Chinese food that was rice and broccoli, when normally it's like $3.50. It's went up like $2. But outside of the United States, boy. OG Bobby Johnson, spend your money like it's your business. Definitely. Be happy. Don't worry about what people think or say. Definitely, man. Definitely. Mai says, you ever thought about hitting up Eastern Europe in the future? I've been to Europe. I don't really understand the Eastern and Western thing. I've been to Europe. I have videos on my channel from the United Kingdom, from Stonehenge, from parts of England. I have video on my channel, but they're like way back. They're like 2015, 2014. But I've been to Europe already. I've been to a lot of places already, and it's on my channel. It's under the playlist section. I haven't been to Croatia yet. I was thinking about going to Ukraine, but right now Russia has a big thing with the Ukraine. I don't want to get stuck in that. Albania, not so much. Poland, not so much. Croatia, I heard about it, but maybe. Nice, Taquan. Do those VPNs help you get a cheaper flight? Oh man, yo, it's tough. I would say yes. I haven't used the VPN, but I would say yes, because a lot of the times, if you notice, you go on your phone, you get one price. You go on your computer, you get another price. You go on your phone, you get one price. You go on somebody else's phone, you get another price. I don't know how it works, but I think so. Possible. You got me hyped for Colombia this year, Flyboy. I'm planning to go in October. Oh, it's gonna be. Listen, it's yo, bro. Shout out to Rami Travels. I know some people don't like the videos he takes, but I respect Rami Travels what he does, and I like to watch his videos sometimes. Dog, he put a video out in Parque Yeres like from 3 days ago. It is packed. It looked packed. I'm like, oh man, it's like wow, bro. I'm like, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yo, you got a video on Cancun? Of course, the Black Man's Guide to Quintana Roo, which features Cancun, Playa del Carmen, and Isla Mujeres. So it has 4 different cities in one. It's detailed mostly with Cancun, Playa, and Isla. It's not that detailed with Tulum because I was only there one day, but it's there. And I have vlogs, like the Uber Beats vlog. It's all under my playlist section, man. Let's see. They definitely do. We rare, man. We a rarity. Let's see. I know you moved in that money. Let me see. I stayed in El Vejero Central in Cartagena. Oh, okay. It was right next to the KFC. Okay, Club Space, Dolce Vita's 3 nights was under $200. That's dope. And it was guest friendly because that's something a lot of people hit me up and ask me this question. And if you guys can help, leave it in the comments or something like that. But a lot of people have been asking me on Instagram in the messages, do I know a guest friendly place? I always send them to Barber World TV or Check in Effect or Brand Jour Around the World because of the fact that I don't know the guest friendly places. The place I was at was guest friendly, but it was only a 1-bedroom. So was this guest friendly, Robinson? Let me see. Bree Mac here. What's good, man? Andre Lamar, The Matrix. Yeah, man, yeah. Okay. Let me see. I heard Cuba has 2 monies, the money for locals and the money for tourists. Okay, so listen. This is how currency works in Cuba. There's a currency called the CUP, cup, and there's a currency called the CUC, cuck. Now, cuck, CUC is what is for the tourists. Cup, CUP, is for the locals. There's a big difference in the value of each. So you really want to make sure when you go some places that either you know it or you ask for the CUC. Because in the airport, they give you CUCs, but I wouldn't suggest you exchange money in the airport because you're going to get a lower currency. If you haven't seen my Black Man's Guide to Cuba, Riley Joe, you should definitely check out my Black Man's Guide to Cuba for more in details. But yeah, CUCs and CUPs, man. Kings and Dreams. YouTube is very sensitive. As content creators, we have to be aware of what we say on our channel so that it doesn't get demonetized. That is a fact. And like everybody says, well, you shouldn't worry about the money. You guys know I don't worry about the money. There is an issue now, though, that if your video is demonetized, YouTube won't push it out to a lot of people. If you haven't seen my last video when I discussed that, if your video is not monetizable, it won't get put, or advertiser suitable, it won't get pushed out to a lot of people, and the message won't get out. So I try to monetize when I can. Chris Higgins, what's up, man? Does Cuba not have ATMs? I heard a few people say you can't get money down there. What kind of setup do they have? Do they accept credit cards or only cash? Chris Higgins, I hope you look into my Black Man's Guide to Cuba. It goes into detail very much. But because we're live, I'll answer your question. Does Cuba have ATMs? No. Does Cuba accept credit cards? No. Does Cuba accept debit cards? No. Can you Western Union yourself money or have somebody Western Union you money from outside of Cuba to give you money? No. The only way it's possible to get United States dollars into Cuba is if you have somebody, and it's only a limited amount. If you have somebody who's Cuban, who has a Cuban family member in the United States, who can send money from one Cuban family member to another Cuban family member and then give it to you. That's the only way you can get money in Cuba outside of the money that you bring with you. And that's the cash. So I would definitely suggest you check out if you really want to go to Cuba, because like I said, I plan on going back to Cuba. I don't know when, but I plan on going back to Cuba. And I would suggest you check out the Black Man's Guide to Cuba, man. Definitely. Barber World TV says you can travel with a self-test kit. It works for returning in most countries. I use it a lot. I've heard of that, Barber World TV. I've also heard some people say they had an issue with using it. But I've seen it. If you haven't seen Barber World TV video, he has a video where he took the self-health test and he showed how it works. I believe where you take the test and there's somebody in front of you in the camera and your video and you show them and they say you got a negative test and then they send you something that you can get to your phone that you can show. I don't know how well that works in Cuba or in some other countries, but I've heard it work before. So yeah, definitely check out Barber World TV, hit him up and he can give you more details on that. Uno says if you're going to Cuba, why not just take a few approved home wrap? Exactly what Barber World TV said. They were coming back from foreign spots. That's exactly what they said also. Somebody also told me that American Airlines has a test. If you go to the airport earlier, you can do that. I don't know if that works in Cuba, but they say American Airlines, if you get there earlier, they have something like that also. There's always a way. And that's the point I'm trying to get across to you guys. Like my whole channel, my entire channel is not about showing you the only way. It's just about showing you another way, another way to live, another way to make something happen because there's always a way. I took the antigen self-test with me and downloaded the Abbott app, and it's enough to get back in the United States from Colombia. I received a negative. Yes. I'm thinking it. See, these guys are helping me out. This is what I need too. I don't just do this because I want to give you guys information. I want y'all to watch and all that stuff and comment and give me likes. Hope you hit the like button. I do this because I'm learning information. I really want to get back to Cuba. And now this between Barber World TV, Uno C, DeVito Robinson, it's kind of giving me the feeling like, yo, I can really make this happen, man. I can really make this happen. You can travel with the self-test. It works in most countries, with most airlines. Okay. And this way you don't have to find a test and say, this is awesome, man. That is awesome. This is so awesome, man. This is awesome. I'm gonna get to the comments and end it because I thought I was gonna be able to send people in the room, but we're not even gonna go there. We're gonna just get to the comments because we're over an hour. And I do gotta do some swiping for Tinder. But like I said, the whole thing, we just talking about flyouts. We over the flyout thing now, but if you want to listen to the flyout thing, you can rewind it and listen to it earlier. We'll just get to the comments and we'll end it there. Yeah, let me see. VNP possibly get cheaper flights. I'm gonna try. Yeah, man, it's true. VPN. Take home test is not sanctioned by anyone. For you, how do you validate it? Is a sample test not someone else? That's a good question. You do the rest online with an agent using your webcam. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know what the name of the video is. Maybe Barber World TV, you could tell him, but he has a video where he actually does the test with the agent and it shows you how to do it. So you guys definitely want to check that out. It was like a year and a half ago when he made that video. You still speak with the woman you've been with in Cuba? Yes, sometimes. She's pregnant right now. Shout out to my T. She's pregnant right now, so it's nothing gonna happen between us. However, I still speak to her because I'm just a genuine person. It doesn't have to always be about intimacy. You know, it's not my kid, but it's sometimes it's information, just data. So yeah, I still speak to her occasionally. Royal Walker in the building. Yo, if y'all haven't checked this channel out, Royal Walker got some dope content, man. He be doing some dope things, man. Make sure y'all check his channel out. He said, I want to go to Colombia for at least 10 days in June. Should I go to Medellin or Cartagena first? Okay, Royal. Based on what I think from watching your channel and what I think you like, you should go to Medellin first. I think you'll enjoy going to Medellin first, Royal. Definitely. Manuel, your boy Flyout. Flyboy, what part of Colombia is the one with the clock tower with a bunch of Cartagena. That's in Cartagena, man. I heard Cuba is having some kind of currency thing. I don't know if it's completely going yet, Barber World TV, but Cuba had a big issue because what Cuba was doing was this, and this is why I said in the video for the Black Man's Guide to Cuba, you have to exchange your United States currency for euros or other currency in the States before you go to Cuba. The issue is that Cuba was trying to say that the CUC, which is the Cuban tourist currency, is 1-to-1 with the United States dollar, and there's no chance of that. The United States dollar is the second highest, the third highest. I think it's the pound, the euro, and the dollar. It's the third highest currency in the world, and it's the world's currency. So Cuba was trying to exchange it for every dollar you get by like 80 cents. Every US dollar you get 80 cents in CUC. And United States citizens, like, this doesn't even make sense. So they started changing the currency because they said the currency conversion was bad. But it's I don't know the details more than that though. But I know it is happening. Is there a specific brand for the tap? Well, what's up with Jocko Beach? Yes, that was another place you can. I was thinking about going Jocko Beach, but I decided to go back to Tulum and get it right and Playa. Yo, you flew old girl out from Colombia. She been in Wild. She was in Newark too. I told you I live in Newark, right? Nah, I didn't fly out. But honestly, like I'm talking to her on the thing. If she wants to fly to Miami, I told her she could come kick it with me in Miami. I'll be there for like a couple days, and I'll stay an extra couple days and she come to Miami. Yes, the hotel was guest friendly. However, a third person was an extra 40 mil. Jocko Beach fire, yeah. What's better? All right, so we get to the end of these comments, man. How much comments I got left? I don't got no more comments. Okay. What's better for a 4-night trip from Wednesday to Sunday? Cancun or Medellin? That was a quick answer. Medellin. If you have your jab and you can get to Medellin for a 4-day trip from Wednesday to Sunday, go to Medellin. Cancun is awesome. It's cool. It got Uber Beats when it comes to pros. They have other activities. You can go to Playa. You can go to Playa, and you can go to Tulum. But Medellin has a lot is least expensive. A lot more opportunities to meet non-pros. Pros are least expensive, and Medellin has a lot of activities. So yeah, I would say Medellin. Yeah. Let's see. Young Sphinx, what's going on, man? Bay Area in the building. Yeah. Y'all got my cousins. Shout out to Davey 1800 and my cousin. I forgot his stage name. Hold on a second. I ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna look for it. Shout out to my cousins in Vallejo, man. Hey, Michael T, what's up, man? Just another way, man. Not the only way, but it's another way. Let me see. Listen, man, you got to make it happen, man. You got to make it happen one way or another. Listen. That's exactly why I'm not. This is exactly why I'm not waiting until they start changing stuff in the future. I'm going to Mexico next month. Jet Setter, welcome back, Jet Setter Mac. Let's go. I'm just trying to get to the questions. Timothy Paris says, I'm traveling to Medellin solo in a few days. Do you recommend getting a tour guide with someone from the area? I'm thinking about booking it with Passport Dog. Book a tour. Shout out to Barbara TV. He got a video with Passport Dog. I don't know him personally. I've never met Passport Dog. I've seen him once in passing going to Gusto's, but I don't know him personally, so I can't really give you a recommendation to go book a tour with him. But I will say this: it depends on your comfortability level. Like for me personally, I feel as though Medellin is a place that you could just walk around yourself if you do the research online and know what places to go. At the same token, if you're going solo, maybe. If you're going solo, maybe. But if you're going, if you're going solo, maybe. But honestly, I think if you speak Spanish, you don't. I wouldn't book a tour. But if you're going solo, maybe. That's some of the best I can give, best advice I can give. Like I said, I don't know him personally, so I can't really speak on it. But yeah, I'm going to Medellin. I need to check on Provincia during the week. Regulars are on the way. Okay. Yeah, Provincia was dope, man. Provincia was dope. I like a mix of both. There's definitely a lot of non-pros. I don't like to say regular or irregular. It makes it kind of offensive. So I say pros and non-pros. There are a lot of non-pros there. See exactly, Timmy. Look, it's more people. It's more people right here. This is awesome, man. Y'all can connect with other people in the room that might be going around the same time. Jeff K. Planning for Playa also. Does Uber Beats have a variety or only Latinas? It only has Latinas because it's in Latin America. But it does have a variety of Latinas. It has Venezuelan, it has Argentinian, it has Colombian, and it has Mexican. Those are the varieties that it does have, and they all come differently. Like you can get some dark. If you want more of the darker skin, pro, I would say go with the Venezuelans because the Venezuelans are going to be more darker skin. You want more of the lighter skin, fair skin, white ish look, go with the Argentinians. Argentinians are going to be more whitish. And everything else in between. So yeah. Nice. Oh man. Yeah, Europa Suites is bread, Timothy Paris. I gave you guys on the Black Man's Guide to Medellin, I gave you guys two options. The option of where you can go where it's like 75 a night, and the Europa Suites was like 200 plus a night. Europa Suites is still guest friendly, which was surprising to me because it feels like a hotel. It was surprising for me. However, when a woman comes in Europa Suites, and here's the thing, Europa Suites has an armed guard. So when a woman comes in Europa Suites, the odds that she's going to try to dragon breath you are really slim to none. I say dragon breath because that's what I call it. There's another name to it, but sometimes YouTube censors that. So when I say dragon breath, you guys know what I mean. But the odds of a woman dragon breathing you or robbing you and you're staying in Europa Suites is slim to none, man. It's going to be slim to none. Like I said, they got an armed guard. They got a bunch of people who are always at the front desk, and they make sure that you have an ID. So, I mean, for safety, yeah. Timothy, you on the right path. It's going to be lit. Buck Travel in the building. Cancun, I had a tourist one day and a mango the next. You have options there. Yes. Cancun, you can find a lot of tourists and expats that you can actually kick it with. Yeah. Listen, I know firsthand, man. I'm going to say I know firsthand. That's all I'm going to say. Jay the Great, I still don't know what Uber Beats is. I know it's for pros, but the actual site or app. Okay. If you guys have seen my Black Man's Guide to Mexico, Quintana Roo, you will know about Uber Beats. In the playlist for Mexico, there's an episode called Uber Beats, which gives you a walkthrough of what Uber Beats is. If you're going to Mexico and Quintana Roo area specifically, actually they have it everywhere in Mexico. However, it's a bigger price other places. If you're going to Quintana Roo, Mexico specifically, you can hit me up within the next 2 weeks. You can hit me up on Instagram, and I'll give you the information you need to make Uber Beats happen for you. There have been a lot of people. I mean, I won't even show names because that's wild. But there have been over 300 to 400 guys that have sent me messages and about for Uber Beats. Of those 300, I'd say about 120 of them have used Uber Beats. And I've only heard one situation where it didn't work out the way they wanted to work. 120 people and only one situation where it didn't work. And I don't get paid for Uber Beats. Now, when I go to Mexico, Uber Beats will send me some Uber Beats for free, but I don't get paid for that. But I'll give that to you guys, and I make that connection so that you guys can have an option. So that you guys can have an option if you're going to Cancun, if you're going to Mexico, if you're going to, you're going to Cancun, you're going to Playa, you're going to Isla. So you can have an option. And that's what life is about. It's about providing options for people, man. I don't need to get paid to provide an option. Timothy, Cartagena for a few days, super cheap. Okay. Yeah, nah. Cartagena is a lot of police in Cartagena too, man. What's a good club to go to, NJ? I'm coming that way in this summer, and 25-year-old nephew. It depends, man. Like, It depends what part of New Jersey you're in. Because if you're in Newark, New Jersey, you can go to club. You can go to Lit 21. It's on McCarter Highway, or you can go to Elizabeth, and you find a lot of more Hispanic clubs with not Latin American clubs, which are pretty dope too in Elizabeth. So it really depends, man. Or you go to South Jersey, find big clubs, I guess. I don't know. Wow, there's still comments here. Hey, fellas, trying to get to the end of this. Cayman Islands is 80 cents on the US dollar. Cayman, okay. NJ is big. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I gotta figure out what language. I think it's Russian. I know Kim Padmore. Probably take him back out there. Sunrise Go. Oh yeah. Shout out to oh my god, yo, I feel so bad I don't remember her name off heart. I feel so bad I don't remember her name off heart. But shout out to the and A. Her name starts with A. Shout out to A, who you guys seen in my video when I went to Sunrise Go in Patterson, New Jersey, and we linked up. She's cool peoples, man. Nah, we ain't linked up again since, but I appreciate her. That's all I'll say. I appreciate her. Okay. I recommend save up and just have fun on vacation. If you got to watch a Bucks on vacation, I don't think you'll have fun. No, I mean, there's nothing wrong with budgeting. You can always budget. If you got a penny pinch, it's different. But budgeting, watching your budget, there's nothing wrong with that. As far as the topic goes for the live, I fly a shorty out if the vibe is right in person. Where she resides or in person. Wow, wait. As far as the topic goes on the live, I'd fly a shorty out if the vibe is right. In person, while where she resides a few visits, I'll never do it just based on solely. Right, okay, yeah. Like that's exactly what we said earlier, man. I definitely would have to have met the chick or met the woman, and on top of meeting the woman, I would have to have some understanding of either we're going to be intimate with each other or we're going to film for my business so I can write this flight off on my taxes. And you have to be super attractive because I know if you're super attractive, it's more odds that people will watch and I will be able to get reimbursed the money that I spent. It's either a business transaction or we have fun. We're having fun. One or the other. Okay. Let's see. Uber Beats is like R. Mitchell. Once again, you have to check out the Uber Beats vlog. First, you can check out the Black Man's Guide to Quintana Roo, Mexico. Then check out the Uber Beats vlog, which is under the playlist for Mexico. And then once you understand that, then you can, if you're going to Mexico within 2 weeks, because they only answer if you're going within 2 weeks, hit me up and then I can give you the details on how to get in touch with them. What is Uber Beats? Man, you guys have to. I explained it, so hopefully you guys got it. Yes, it's Uber Beats. No, Uber Beats. This is the same thing. The way you spell Uber Eats, Uber Beats, same exact thing. You'll see it on the playlist, fellas. Cancun Uber won't work for me. I always stay in all-inclusive hotels. Some all-inclusive hotels. It works, but you have to pay the all-inclusive fee, and it doesn't make sense because if you want to add a guest to an all-inclusive hotel, it's usually like $75 in Mexico. So you have to pay that $75 fee on top of the Uber Beats charge, and yeah, it wouldn't make. I mean, unless you balling like that, but you know, yes. Okay, we had to end finally. Oh man, do you want? Yeah, I just answered again. Carlito Morales, nobody paid for my flight to good. I don't need no man. Oh, appreciate look. Shout out to Carolina. Yes. See, look. She cleared it up. Can I get Carolina? If you can, hit me on Instagram and I can get you back on. I can get you on the live, yo. I can get you on the live. Oh, she doesn't. I said my fault. Llévame, yo puedes pongo tú aquí y tú puedes hablar para las personas. Exactly. Oh man, see, look. We got it right there. We got the answer right there. I told you guys. It's cool. See, look. Oh, all right. Let me break it down. For those that don't know, this is the woman that a lot of guys are having an issue with because they said somebody flew her out, right? I respect this woman. I told her we've been cool for a while. I don't understand why people would be mad even if somebody did fly her out, but she just clarified that she did it herself. I told you she was always on the grind. I told you guys earlier she was always on the grind. And I mean, she did it herself, but we're still going to talk about the flyouts. Chad, Uber Beats came clutch with me in Costa Rica. Guys, making sure hotel AB. Yes. Like, here's the thing. Don't try and what do you call it? Don't try and be cheap or try to get a place where there's no security guards because you feel as though it's more guest friendly, because you risk a lot going on. You risk a lot going on if you do that. So hold up. 1 second. You risk a lot. Where's that? Hold on a second. You risk a lot when you do that. I'm trying to get Caroline on here. 1 second. You risk a lot when you do that, man. You risk a lot when you try to beat the system. Yikes. I think she's mad. We'll figure it out. I'll figure it out later. When you try to beat the system, I'll fix it in a second. When you try to beat the system, right? It can cause you to be jammed up, man. It could cause you to be jammed up, man. It can cause you to be jammed up. What's the guest fee about? I'm glad the U.S. don't do that. The guest fee on when you go to all-inclusive places, right? The issue is that your all-inclusive place is food and everything. So every guest has to be paid for. So if you bring another guest, it's gonna be more money. Ali Muhammad, what's up? Exactly. See? Let me see. At the end of the day, too many people need to mind their own business. Why you worry about what other men spend their money? Listen, that's always the point, man. That's always the point. My boy in Thailand had a John come over to the hotel and the front desk called his room, and there's another John. She went crazy and spazzed on the hotel lobby. Wow, that's crazy. To Sierra with you? I don't know what Sierra is, man. All right, that was the last comment, y'all. Last comment right here. My Airbnb took the girl's ID and scanned it and kept copies. This is why it's important to have a doorman and security. Big facts. All right, everybody. I appreciate everybody for their time. I definitely like the fact that you guys kept it civil, kept it real, and this is the point to bring back again. Shout out to Carolina again. I respect her. I definitely appreciate her hustle. But here's the thing. As far as flying women out, there's nothing wrong with it. Guys, we have to come to a point where a guy is going to do whatever they're going to do. And we're not talking about her because, like I said, she just clarified that she paid for her own stuff. But in general, when you're flying a woman out, you have to set the precaution. You have to set the what is this called? Requirements. You have to set the guidelines, because if you do not set the guidelines, you can end up being in a crazy situation. I mean, but it's your boy FRE $H Fresh at the Flyboy Way -THE FLYBOY Don't ask why, just check out the channel, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.